My dad, like so many guys who came into the union, the ILWU, back in the 30s and 40s, they'd gone through a very significant struggle, and the leader was Harry Bridges. And a lot of people didn't like Harry's politics, but they loved what he delivered to the workforce, and my dad was one of those guys. I always considered my dad to be whatever Harry wanted. That's what my dad, and they call my dad Honest Lou, that's what he would do. And he was just one of many that loved Harry. In 1961 and then in 66, Harry negotiated two contracts that were called the M&M contracts. And he guaranteed the new workforce, which I was part of in 69, that there would be work for us. Movement from cargo in the hull to into containers. And so we lost a lot of work, and I was working 1 or 2 days a week. I went up to the house. My dad had retired or maybe he wasn't retired, but close to retirement. He was up in Desert Hot Springs where my mother and him were living. And I went to the house as I always do, and me and my dad got in a little discussion. We didn't talk a whole lot about politics, and I says, Harry screwed us. And my dad looked at me, he says, what are you talking about? And I said, hey, look, man, he promised us his work. He says, look, you don't talk about Harry in this house like that. So you go on and get out of here and don't come back and talking that stuff. And it sort of shocked me because my dad is always very low key. Everybody loved my dad, And it was like, whoa. It was the first time in my life my dad ever got excited or raised his voice with me. And I walked out of the house and I said, oh my God. And I never criticized Harry Bridges again in front of my dad. It was just that simple. And that's what it meant to that generation. What Harry did that we didn't see at the time is he was looking at the future and how to gain jurisdiction. And what he did in the second M&M contract is move from the ship to the dock and gained all the jurisdiction till he got to the gate. Well, the majority of our work ended up being in the dock, not on the ship. So Harry saw 10, 15 years in the future. We didn't. We all were the ones that benefited. My generation benefited more from Harry Bridges than any other generation. But at the time, like so many others, I was like a frog in a well. I could only see that little patch of blue. Finally, after 10, 15 years, I climbed out of the well, and I could see, the contribution Harry made. Couldn't see it at the time.